This Nick bringing a business. Hey, BC just put out a video talking about NBA players and how the NBA players today are hurting their resumes because of like load management. I want to say being hurt. I don't know if they maybe they are injured, but being hurt and not playing because they feel like they're not 100%. So for those who don't know, the rule, the NBA rule now is in order for you to be eligible for some of these awards, or most of these awards, you got to play at least 65 games. So if you're not playing 65 games, then you're not eligible for these all NBA team, MVP, defensive player of the year, six man of the year award. You're not eligible for these awards. And I agree with him on the fact that their resume is going to take a hit. Like when you look back on them in the history of basketball, their resume is going to take a hit, because even though they may have played well in the games that they played, they didn't play the number of games to be eligible for these specific awards. But my thing is this: that's only important to us as people who enthusiasts of watching the game and debating about who is good, who isn't good. That's only important to us. To the NBA player now, in this day and age, they don't give a fuck. Let's just keep it real. Like, they really don't care, because they're in the age now where they getting paid so much money. When you get paid $200 million just for your NBA contract to play basketball, and then on top of that, the game is so global now that you are getting multiple endorsement deals with Nike, Gatorade, Powerade, vitamin water, in any of these sports stores, watch companies and car companies. You're getting so many endorsements that you're not really thinking about or caring about the resume that you have now. It's really about your brand. It's really about that. It has nothing to do with you caring about, I want to make sure that I make 10 all NBAs. I want to make 12 all-star teams. I want to be the MVP 3 or 4 times. They don't care about that. And the shows that don't care, they care more about their brand than their resumes or the accolades. They care more about that, because, okay, yeah, I get 1 or 2, it may be, okay, but after that, they don't care about that. Them guys don't care about no resume. Like I said, and it shows because of how these players are. And I know, he touched on Joel Embiid and how he said, well, I'm not playing back-to-backs, because I want to be. I don't know for sure exactly what he said, so don't get me to trying to quote this man. But I'm assuming he don't want to play back-to-backs because he wants to be ready to be able to play in the playoffs and be healthy enough to play in the playoffs, and to manage his health throughout the season so he could play and be 100% in the playoffs. Same thing kind of like how Kawhi did when he played for the Raptors and they ended up winning. And then kind of, when it started back with Pop did it with Tim Duncan and them, So I think it started from that, and now it's just it has ballooned into what we see today out these players. And the league has turned into more of a player empowerment league, where players have more power over what they do as far as financing and the contracts they get, and they get more revenue from the TV deals and everything like that. So it's more about the money now, is pretty much what I'm saying. It's more about the money than it has to do with anything about resumes. And you can see that now. You can see that. And man, that's it. I just feel like, man, these players don't care. And I agree with the rule, because as a fan, And as a person who have went to NBA games, and even when you want to watch it on TV, like I pay for the NBA League Pass. So I'm paying you $20 a month to see every NBA game, right? But I want to see the star players play. Like if I go, so I'm paying $20, and that's $20 a month. For however many months they playing, that's coming out of my pocket. I'm paying to see a good product. And when you're not out there, and not to say like, other NBA players is trash, but you want to see the stars. Let's just keep it real. You want to see the stars. And if the stars not out there, and it's like, okay, why am I paying this $20 a month and almost every NBA star is hurt, out, not playing, decide not to play this game? You know what I'm saying? So I sit down, have an off night, and I'm like, okay, man, the Lakers are still coming on. Well, AD decided he ain't gonna play today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not picking on AD because AD been balling and he been playing. But that's just a name I threw out there. But let's just get a more realistic name. It's like Joel Embiid. I'm spending my $20 a month to pay for the NBA League Pass. Or let's say, for instance, I'm in Chicago and I pay for a ticket, Chicago against Philadelphia 76ers. So naturally, I'm trying to see Maxey, I'm trying to see Paul George, I'm trying to see Joel Embiid, and I'm trying to see, Levine and all the stars, stars that's on our team, Lonzo Ball. Then you get to the arena and ain't nothing on playing. So it's like, man, I just spent $200 a ticket, to come and see this game and enjoy myself, and the product ain't out there. So on that aspect, I agree with, yeah, okay, so since you don't want to come out here and play, then these accolades that you being sought, that you're sought after, you can't get them then. If you can't play 65 games, at least 65 games, because everybody get hurt, here and there, but if you can't play 65 games because you just decided like, man, I'm only gonna play about 45 games and shit, 50 games, okay, that's cool. You're not available for that. And I feel like, and before I get off here, I think one thing that will limit that and make these players play and put out more of a good product is, and we talked about this, me and BC talked about this before. One of the things is this: if we as the customer, as the consumer, stop patronizing these games, stop paying to watch these games, stop the viewership goes down. Like me, a person who at a millions of people who buy NBA League Pass, stop paying for the NBA League Pass. Those things will make the NBA like, man, look, hey, we losing money. And then the second thing is, stop, if you don't play, you don't get no check for this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I understand you hurt. That's fine. So percentage of your check for that game, you ain't getting in. You know what I'm saying? Because they NBA contracts are guaranteed. So yeah, they sitting out. Think about this: you paying somebody $70 million a year, and they could tell you almost half the games, I'm sitting out. I'm not gonna play. You know what I'm saying? But you signed a contract to play for this team. So you signed a contract to play for this team, but then you like, man, fuck that. I'm, low management. I'm gonna play about 50 games. Nigga, I'm paying you for 82 though. So it's like, isn't it fair for the owners to be like, man, okay, well, you sit out, you want to sit out 32 games, those 32 coming out your check then. You know what I'm saying? Because the average person that works a normal job, if you don't come into work, you don't get paid. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't decide like, man, I ain't coming into work, but I still want my full check. Nah, nigga, they ain't had work. They ain't had that work. You don't come in, you don't get paid. That's it, that's all. Ain't nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got some time to burn in order for you to get, your full check. You ain't got no time to burn, you ain't getting paid for that day. So most people coming in, working OT, trying to get a little extra money. But you can sit on the bench and chill and not work and get a full check every 2 weeks. Nah, man, they ain't had work. They ain't had shit work. So, of course, if you gonna pay me hundreds of thousands of dollars a game for me to sit on my ass and wait till I'm 100%, cool, I'm gonna sit there. I don't give a fuck what the average person who is an NBA fan want to see. So, what I care about that? You know what I'm saying? As a millionaire, you know, what I care about that for? So, that's the way you're gonna fix it, because you're gonna have to, as the consumer of the product, we gonna have to be like, man, we ain't taking it no more. You gonna have to, man, if you gonna do that, man, shut down NBA League Pass, nobody bad no more. You feel what I'm saying? Or you start docking these motherfuckers pay. Every game you don't play, we don't pay. Simple as that. I bet you them niggas be out there then, because you losing too much money. You know what I'm saying? You lose too much money. Think about this. If you decide you want to play, if I'm giving you a $70 million check a year, right? Let's just say 70 million. I'm just throwing a number out there. So if I say to you, I'm gonna pay you 70 million to play in 2024, 2025, you know, this year right here. You miss half that game, so that means you only get paid 35 million. You know what I'm saying? Plus, and then you gotta pay taxes on that. You ain't getting no money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and don't get me wrong, like, I still some money, more money than I ever probably make in my life, but you still ain't getting that money like that. That's a tremendous pay cut. So that's the way we're gonna have to fix the problem, because you talking about people resumes, man, these niggas don't care about no resume no more. Niggas cared about their resume back in the day because they wasn't getting money like this. They weren't getting nowhere near this type of money. So yeah, the resumes meant something. You know what I'm saying? People have pride in that, man. You got people in this game now, you paying these guys off potential. They get money out through the you know what I'm saying, through the gate they get money. And ain't shot a basketball, ain't proved nothing to nobody in that league. You know what I'm saying? So, man, hey, them resumes at the door. And until we fix it, either the NBA as an organization fix it or us as a consumer fix it, it really don't matter to them. And it shows each and every year, each and every game, that they don't care about that. They care about them dollars. Hey, that's my take on it. It's Nick. Business.